Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Zebu Nation Plays Endless Space 2, the beta. And this is, as you can see down here in the corner, version 2.3, which is colloquially known as the Horatio update. And that is because there is a new race going on here. A new faction you can have known as the Horatio. They are gene hunters. I'm going to start a new game here. Before I do that, check the options. I'm going to turn on a little sound. Don't normally like to do this, but 100% no. Let's try half that. Alright, so we're going to load a game, or start a game, look at the cutscenes, and then we're going to load a new game. Alright, I like to play on hard difficulty, many constellations, all that stuff. Alright, go. The Horatio, a very interesting race, very interesting faction. Similarities to other races like the Cravers in terms of their... Well, you'll see. Okay, so there you have it, the Horatio. I'm going to turn the sound back down because it interferes with my recordings. Oh, there we go. Okay, the Horatio, they are, or he is the leader. Minor civilization discovered. I'm going to go through some of this stuff, but I'm not going to leave it here. I just wanted to see if we can trigger the first, okay, so here we go. The first couple of things here. You get a new hero, Ruthian F11 Tiginia. I don't know what all this names means, but it's a very interesting designation for this species of people, this race of one. Why the F11 is in there? Is that kind of like 7 of 9 kind of situation? I don't know, but you get this hero right off the start. He's sort of he's a religious type. He's a planetary manager type guy. And then you also start off, you are the Horatio of all the Horatios. Horatio. While your status as genius and madman may be debatable, your position as leader is not. Using powerful cloning technologies to alter your people in search of perfection, and with the image you see in every mirror as a roadmap to get there, it is your divine mission to beautify the stars. So basically, the mission of this empire is to build beautiful spaceships, take your beautiful clones to different worlds and drop them off, and basically just create as many of you as you can. It's an interesting way to play the game. It's it's sort of I don't know, mass population theory strategy. There are some intriguing elements going on with this sort of faction, because even though you are creating duplicates of yourself, you're not creating perfect copies. You want, more of a docile and happy population than yourself, because you just saw the cutscene. He grew up kind of an unhappy child, but he is kind of a megalomaniac, kind of a rogue genius, and you don't want a whole population full of megalomaniacal rogue geniuses. It won't work. So you build these sort of docile clones, but you also need kind of alpha clones, and I don't know if we can trigger it right away, but there is a starting mission that's sort of you're trying to quell an uprising from some of these alpha clones. Like, they're a little bit too close to you, which means they're too close to perfection, which means they think maybe they're the lead Horatio, or maybe they should be the lead Horatio. So you've got to kind of scheme against those guys as they're scheming against you. And so there's interesting stuff going on. But I'm not going to continue with this playthrough. I'm going to load up one that I had already gone a few turns. So we'll go up here to the YouTube Horatio and load that up. Yes, we'll lose that save game, but that's fine. That was a neat place to start, with the system just sitting right next to you, especially when you look at this game I'm about to show you. It's much different. I've never seen a start like this. I don't know if I set some kind of setting wrong, but it's interesting. It is I keep saying interesting. It's fascinating, Captain. It is another spiral galaxy. I like these spiral galaxies. Reminds me of the Milky Way, and it also kind of lets you know where systems are going to be. Like, I know I don't really have to research or look out this way because there ain't going to be nothing there. I can go this way, and as you can see, my little star sector here, my node of star systems, is self-contained. There are no links between us. So I sent out a probe in this direction, and I found this system, which happens to be the home system of the Sophons. Nakos 1, Hakim, Nakos 3. So there's Hakim there. That's their home system. Oops. So we're going to have some fun diplomatic ties with those guys, but as you can see, there are no linked star systems to our galaxy here, our little node. So we just developed warp drive, so I can get there, but maybe they don't have warp drive yet. Maybe they can't get to me. So far, our empire is very modest. We have a settlement here on Virgo that we started up in the first couple of turns. We just started a colony on Bundus because it's got access to some resources here. But our main system here is Fadix, but I don't really like the name Fadix. So I'm going to show you one of the new major upgrades of this game is you can rename star systems. Look at that. So what are we going to call ourselves here? What's this system going to be? Of course, it's going to be Horatio. Horatio star system. Boom. And our home planet is Horatio Prime, and our other planets have now changed into Horatio 2 and Horatio 3. That was always Horatio Prime, but I just wanted to name the system Horatio just because, just to show that off. So Horatio, Horatio. Now you might notice these little wonderful gems flying all around. I've got a ton of scavenger pirates. The Reavers are all over the place down here, and they're showing off their new ship, their brand new, I don't know well, it's a positron is what it's named, but it's their new class of ship, new artwork and everything. So it looks different. It looks a little more sleeker, like a couple of razor blades on a toothpick with jet engines coming out the back. But, it's cool ships, and it's nice that now the pirates have their own ships. They don't share ships with other factions. So that's very cool. That's a good addition. Very happy about that. Some other additions, what we all really need to look at here, the science. That's right, the tech tree is now a branching circular tech tree. No more of those books that we had in the other series. So look at this. We got 4 different kinds of technology. You got science and exploration, economy and trade, military, and empire development. So I've been sort of going around the circle and getting a few technologies from each tree. So I went up here. I got the what did I get here? I've forgotten already what I got. How can you tell which ones you've unlocked? Yeah, this one I've unlocked. Ubiquitous surveillance, get big data shipyards, or that's the one I'm. Yeah, no, I got that. It's yes, I unlocked that. So I could build some shipyards that help me build better ships. I'm researching right now the multi-thread management, which lets me get the intergalactic supermarket that I love so much, and it lets me buy out production with dust. It's a good step in that area. I also got some of the basic technologies, the plasma metallurgy that lets me get Hyperium, the xenolinguistics that lets me get, I want to call it either adamantium or aluminum, but it is neither one of those. It is titanium, of course. There we get. I went for some empire development early because the Horatio really rely on population. They want a lot of population. So in order to have a lot of population, you got to have food. So of course I unlocked the infamous sustainable farms. And over here, infinite supermarkets. And efficient shielding so that I could get new hull types, new hull classes. Because I have all those pirates roaming around, I need to take care of that. I've also unlocked the baryonic shielding, which gave me the warp drive, and a couple of other rare earth foams that lets me colonize a couple of things, and xenobiology lets me colonize. So I can colonize a few different kinds of planets. I can build a couple of different kinds of ships. And that's where we're at technology-wise. Politics-wise, we just had sort of a coup, if you will. We were under the leadership of the religious party, but then the scientific party just came out of nowhere, landslide, 100%. They enacted this new law without me having to say anything, and it's I can now research technologies from one era ahead. Not exactly sure what that means, but I'll see next time I can research something new. I'll take a look at that. Let's see. Probes for all, because I have a spare slot here, so I can enact a new law, something different. And of course, I don't know that I could reenact one of these scientific ones. I'd kind of like to reenact the excess tithe rule, plus 25% dust, but it has minimal support, moderate support. So I could enact bountiful harvest or racial purity. Only your starting population can increase. I don't know about that. Bountiful harvest, plus 50% food on systems. That might be cool. What are the scientists? What can they do? Probes for all. Just looked at that. Plus 1 maximum probes. 50% recovery rate. I am doing a lot of probing right now. Brain drain. No. Need to breed bill. Plus 20% food. Minus 20% support. Moderate. AHA. Plus 100% dust on ships. Plus 33% damage on weapons modules. Huh. I don't know what that's all about. Let's see if we can enact probes for all. Sure. Click to vote on a law. Oh. Alright, I guess we passed that. There we go. That was easy, I guess. Let's see. Anything else we want to do? Want to look around? I'm in trouble here in my system. Got all these pirates running around. So I'm going to build some ships, but there's another reason why I need to build the ships, and that's because of this quest over here A surfeit of Horatios. This is that beginning quest that I talked about. I did not set a timer. I don't know that I should set a timer or need to set a timer, but I will set a timer nonetheless. Let's see. Because I think this might go a little bit more organically in terms of just looking around, seeing what things are new and all that kind of thing. But I might not know when to stop, so that's what the timer is really for, just so I know when to stop. Okay, so the surfeit of Horatios. Basically, we stood around the table, a spectacle for all Horatio to consume. Who was the original? So they're questioning which is the original Horatio. Of course, I'm the original Horatio, but they're clones, they don't know that. I claim to be, of course, every bit as beautiful and as smart as either of the other two. That had to be the case, for we were the most perfect copies, biological, psychological, developmental, that the most advanced cloning science in the galaxy could make. No scientific test existed could tell us apart. Each one of the three of us a microcosm of Horatio perfection, yet only one was the real Horatio. I wondered what... I don't want to read that part. We aligned ourselves with each other, Five and I, subtly. We knew who was who, and he gave me his support when I claimed to be Horatio, the original Horatio. I was crowned emperor, gorgeous leader of a gorgeous empire. But I know Five as well as he knows me, or Horatio himself. The minute he is out of my sight, he will scheme against me, as I, of course, will scheme against him, and as Horatio will scheme against the both of us. Clones, they're so predictable. So it's interesting that he used Horatio in the third person there, saying I am me, Five is Five, and Horatio is Horatio. So that means he's recognizing that a third person is Horatio. So is he talking about me, or am I him? This is what I don't know. I don't understand. So anyway, I had a choice of things that I could try to accomplish, and the thing I thought that was most easily accomplished for this particular mission was build at least 5 ships of at least 59 defensive power. So, and if you do that, you get the reward of the Arsenal of Excellence Museum, which is a system improvement that gives you cool stuff. So that being said, I need to not just build some ships of 59 defensive power, I need to design some ships of 59 defensive power. So I want to see first if that's possible. Now we have 2 new classes of ship I can build, the weapon and the tool, which I think should be easily discernible which one is for offense and which one is for defense. Of course, the weapon, 50 attack, 37 defense, and the tool, 14 attack, 47 defense. So let's check this out. Let's edit the tool. I mean, it looks cool, like a little shark with a little fin, some cool jet engines on the side. So yeah, it's neat looking. But what does it have? It has a shield. It has a place for module or armor. And it has a weapon slot and an engine slot. So look at all these. We have a ton of things available to us already. Let's see. Defensively, we have level 2 shields. Level 2 armor. What does that get our defense up? That gets our defense up to 73, so that's good right there. And then it just has a missile. That's interesting. Torpedo even. I guess we could go up to level 2 torpedoes. And then for modules, their ships are very small, I have to say. I'm used to the Empire ships. They got a little bit more stuff going on. But we could upgrade the engines, Hyperium engines. That might not be the worst thing in the world. O2G delivery module. Additional manpower. Oh, that's interesting. That's so you could make like a drop ship, basically, a troop transport in a way. There's a basic flotilla shielding. That's cool. That's a very good assistance module. So you can help your whole flotilla and give them all plus 50 shields. I like that. That's good. Nano repair bots. I've seen that one before. Plus 50 health bonus, plus 10% ship repair after a battle. That can be definitely handy. But I think for now, we'll just upgrade the engines with some Hyperium engines. So that'll bring the upgrade cost to 475 and 2 Hyperium. That's okay. Boom. So that's now the Tool 2. That's good. So we need to build 5 of those. I've got 2 ships on the way, 2 weapons on the way. I wanted to get those out of the way first. But now we can build some Tool 2s. It's going to take us a while. And as soon as that research is complete, I'll be able to fast track those. So that'll be good news. All right, we'll end the turn there. Keep rolling. Now, I think my poor scout here is going to be destroyed. System colonized on Bundes. The Bundesliga is now up and active. We got a colony there. Of course, we need to start with our food. We got a lot of food options now because, you know, as I mentioned, this empire loves their population. So we got 3 choices now for food instead of just the sustainable farms. Plus 10 food per planet, plus 5 per hot, plus 5 per cold. It's neither hot nor cold. Crop seeding, plus 3 per happy, plus 5 per ecstatic. How are we doing here? We're just content, so I don't know about that. Intense cultivation, plus 20% food, plus 40 food per luxury resource deposit. So we'll start with that one. Boom. And then we'll go sustainable farms. It's, the production there is not good. So maybe do something logical, and we'll start with the drone networks instead. So that'll increase our production a little bit, so everything else afterwards will take a little bit less time. Oh, look at that. I can buy out. I thought that wasn't until next time, but I guess it is this time. All right. Oh, do I want to buy these out? These are expensive, so I don't think I will buy those out, but I did want to buy out these ships. There we go. Oh, that's why. They cost a lot to buy those out. What's that all about? I don't know. The ships are dang expensive. Oh, that's one of the drawbacks of this empire, is their ships are like very ornate and very detailed. It's like Star Trek: The Next Generation, you know, where everything's like made of mahogany, even though they're in space, and you know they got fancy crew quarters and stuff. Unnecessary expenses from somebody who's used to playing the Empire. So let's move our ships and hope we can get past the death trap. There we are. Did get past the death trap, so that's good. Now I've got a couple of other things going on. I've got the pilgrims over here that I'm trying to help them by scanning this place over here, but I keep getting interrupted by these friggin' pirates. So I've got to keep my scout moving around just so he doesn't get destroyed. Now another interesting update that you may or may not have noticed is this little guy over here. Fleet, the second iridescent shoal. Say that 3 times quick. This is a cargo ship. It's carrying 26 food currently. It's a logistical ship, and these little ships, they move between your main colony and your other colonies. I think they just move around between colonies, moving goods, people, whatever. It just moves things. It's like the caravans in Civilization or something like that. So these little guys, they can get intercepted by these pirates, and that's when they start to get annoying, is when they start intercepting all your shipments. So that's why I need to build an actual defense fleet. If not for those pirates, I would be able to just sit in this little bunker for a while, but I got to do my thing here. All right, colonize Bundus. We saw that. What else is going on here? The Horatio on the Bundus. All right, that's good. And there we go. We finished the intergalactic supermarket research. And there's the accelerated production. Okay, that's why we were able to research that. Now what? Now what do we do? What do we do here? Economy. So also with each, okay, I see. I can research level 3 technologies now if I need to. Interesting. Very cool. But each level have these little challenges, and the previous game had those challenges before, but they were less, I don't know, they were less noticeable in that book form than they are now, because they're right here in the middle of the tech tree. So you could be the first to build 3 unique wonders on your empire. Down here, you could be the first to scan 10 anomaly or 10 curiosities. I've already got 8 scanned, so hopefully I can get that accomplished shortly. Let's see what's over here. This one, build the endless research park, of course. Done that before. And then here's a level 3 one that I've already got access to. Mentor of Legends. Be the first to raise one of your heroes to level 9. That's going to take a while. So what could I research? Could I research fleet improvement? Fleet tactics? Yeah, so that's something I haven't looked at a lot yet, is the new combat system. So that'll be fun when I see an actual battle. I had one battle, but it was like a scout versus a reaver, and it wasn't much of a fight. So I want to see what happens when I do get more of a fight. Advanced fusion, I could get some lasers real quick. Hull upgrades, I could research some even bigger ships. Do I want to go full out aggressive though? I don't know. Depth of bureaucracies. Okay, so maybe this is some of the technology I didn't unlock before. You know, like in the previous save, I couldn't do much in terms of diplomacy, and maybe it's just because I didn't bother researching it. So you know what, for the sake of interest, I'm going to research this and see if I can sign treaties with people after it's done. I just want to kind of explore what's going on. Alright, speaking of exploring, let's find our center of the universe here. Anything else going on? Nope. Alright. End the turn. Let's go. I'm on turn 23, by the way, so I'm not too far in. But I'm far enough in that, you know, fun stuff is happening, so. Objective achieved by unknown empire. Deed consolidators of system failed. The first to control at least 4 star systems in the same constellation. Okay, so we failed that outcome. I only got 3. Okay, saw that. I guess if I had been faster, could have done that. Okay. IC 04593. Special node space cloud title discovered. I think that's a database error. So hopefully somebody will see that. Let's see. You have discovered that thing that I mentioned. You must extend your system's influence to be able to receive its bonuses. So you get plus 10 dust, plus 10 influence, plus 10 production, plus 10 science. Probably a little bit of plus 10 of everything. That's good. Alright. Where did I discover that at? Is that here? Yakima? No. Oops. So I sent them along here to scout out their system. I don't know if that's a good idea. It's probably not, considering I need to come over here and scout these guys. Alright, I got a ship here. The first weapon has been built. Let's defend this system. I should be able to fight off those pirate guys. So my warp drive is not that good right now. It takes me 3 jumps to get there, when normally if there was a line connecting them, I'd get there in 1. So that's fun. And now I'll just turn around and come right back because, well, I don't know about that. It might take me less turns to build a new scout. So there we go. Here's that character I mentioned at the beginning. Ruthian-F11 Tagina has gained enough experience to reach tech level 4. So let's assign some skills. I've been having him on the planet just generating cashola. 15 dusts per turn. Now let's see. I could go with the basic skill of +1 food and +2 production per person per planet. Or +5 happiness and +10% food on system. We're building a lot of ships, so I'll go with the tiny boost in production there. And there we go. He's got a little ship, but I don't think I'll ever use that. The counselor ships are no good. Well, they're not no good. They're just small. They're not they're no flagships, I'll tell you that. They're not even the ops ships, which are pretty good too. All right, there's the weapons being created. Anything else? Nope. We'll go on. Those reavers have disappeared. That makes me nervous. But maybe I'll catch him in my little fly trap here. Because I haven't seen any announcements or notifications saying that my trade has been disrupted or my, supply ships have been intercepted. I haven't seen anything like that. So I don't know if that just doesn't happen or if they just don't notify you. One or the other. Okay, well that was that the turn? Is that the whole turn and nothing but the turn? Okay. Guess I'll just end. Keep the turns rolling. Take a drink of water. How about that? So I do miss my old save because there's a big notification when you start up the game saying your old saves don't work between the different versions. So you can't load a version 1 save with the version 2 update. But you know what? Progress marches on. You can't look back. So see how these Horatios do. I'm so used to playing the Empire, though. That's pretty much all I played in the first version of the game. So it'll be strange and different to play a different race. But it'll help me learn some new stuff. These turns are just not producing anything interesting. Did I even end that turn? We are behind Kadim in score. So I assume they're the ones who built that wonder. Can I end this turn too? Yeah, I guess I can end this turn too. There we go. Turn 27 is finally here. Where did those reavers go? That's what I want to know. Alright, so we should have... No, we produced the drone network, so I was like, we should have produced that other ship, but I guess not. So here we are. We're now in a new space sector, I guess. I guess I should set him for auto explore. Just let him run around over here and discover all of their territory. I'm sure they're going to love that, but what can you do? Now, because of that, though, I'm going to need somebody here to build a new ship. What's their production like? 21. And I can start to colonize some of these other places. So I'll colonize Virgo 4. Let's see, Horatio Inhospitable's over here, so I guess I should go for cold next as my next technology so that I can colonize those planets. Bundes, they just got started, so they're not really going to be doing much of anything except building their farms. That's fine. So I guess it's up to Horatio. Once again, it's always up to Horatio to finish things out. So we have Beautifiers, which is a colony ship, and we have the Revealer, which is the scout. So bring the scout up. I probably need another colony ship at some point too, but not for these prices, man. Look at that, 925 bucks. That's a lot. I should probably build the big data shipyard. Gives me plus 40 initial XP on ships. Should definitely build that. Oops, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay, okay. It's kind of fiddly working with the Steam controller, but that's alright. Make it work. So we'll do the big data shipyards. Look at that, it costs less to build the shipyards than the ships they're building. That's how crazy and ornate these ships are gonna be. So okay, done with that. Done with that turn. Let's keep the turns rolling. Try to see as much as possible. Is there anything else I should be looking at? Any other changes? Whoa. Here's a change. There's a new uprising mechanic that it's kind of similar to what am I thinking? I just had it. The Warhammer. The new Warhammer game that just came out. It's part of a long-running franchise. Oh, gosh, I can't remember. I'm on the spot and I can't remember my brain. See, in order to do these videos, I have to just turn my brain off and talk. So, you asked me to recall facts. I can't do that because currently my brain is in offline mode. So, anyway, it's like other games that do similar things. So here we go. People of Horatio are about to rebel. Take action to satisfy their needs. Okay. Uprising imminent on Virgo. Why is everybody so unhappy? Don't like it. Alright, so what do these people want? What are the Horatio in need of? They're mutinous. That ain't no good. Alright, so you can suppress. We ain't got enough people to suppress. We could seduce. We could appease the rebellion with gifts. What do they want? Does it say what they want? Okay. Plus 50 approval from... Just plus 50 approval. Minus 5 from planet. Plus 6. Plus 8. Plus 6. Minus 6.8 from overpopulation. Okay. Plus 4 from hero stats. Minus 60 from representatives not in Senate. What the heck does that mean? Maybe if I get my adaptive bureaucracies up there, I can help them out a bit. Unlocks the university and flexible bureaucracy. Maybe not. I guess I'll focus my governor on happiness next time, but for now it looks like our only option is appeasement. So they went to unhappy. I could seduce them again with more of whatever that is. Manage population. What's this? Splice genes. What is this? This is new. This must be Horatio stuff going on here. So I have my home population, which is of course the Horatio. They have a combination of different things here. Religion, military, you know, all the basic stuff. Ecologist, pacifist, all that stuff. It's kind of these things light up. They're not really clickable. I don't see. But now with the Zavali, who are crazy scientist guys, I can splice their genes. What does this mean? Consumes this population to include its gene splicing effects to your major population. Now, on the one hand, that sounds like kind of nasty. On the other hand, I am having difficulties at the moment in terms of overpopulation. So, for the sake of game mechanics, I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to splice them genes. Are you sure you want to splice the genes of the Zvali? Yep. See you later. Population is down to 1. The Horatio are Horatio and intend to expand until the galaxy is as gorgeous as they are. Alright. So we're splicing them genes. See what happens. See if they're still overpopulated after I get rid of 1/5 of the population of this Horatio prime. Okay, what can I do over yonder on Virgo? So what's their deal? They're all Horatio, so I don't know what their deals are, but they are also mutinous. Manage populations. Alright, so this is just it's empire-wide. It's not just for that particular region. I guess I could seduce them as well. Type of population which will appear. Growth gauge, Horatio. I can appease them with gifts. They're still mutinous. Still very mutinous. I appeased them all I could. Now, there's no governor here, but I don't have a governor, so I don't have any spare governors. Okay. So I got the weapon and the revealer this turn. So I don't know, maybe they're... no, they didn't say anything about being mad about the military. I don't know. So, okay. Bring that out. So, alright, we've got our two... we got our two weapons here. I'm gonna merge them into one fleet. Then I have my revealer. I'm gonna pop that guy out of the bunker. Send him over here to do some scanning. We just need to scan a couple of things in the system, and we'll knock out a few of our different quests. We can knock out 2 of our quests. So, the pirates have disappeared ever since I created a couple of warships. Now all of a sudden they're not so bold. I'm going to send these guys over here just in case. If they're hanging out in Rhea, I'm going to be very upset. Because that's the one place I need to go. Okay, so my probe. I sent a probe off in this direction. I don't know how many turns ago. Looks like it finally found this place. That's that IC04 whatever. Blah 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 blah. So that's going to be quite a trip there. I'm going to need the USS Enterprise to go over and find that thing. Anything else going on? Let's move our ships. Oh, there we go. Discovering new planets, new systems. The Dobrynya 1. Tiny desert, inhospitable. Dobrynya 2, medium gas, inhospitable. Dobrynya 3, Savannah, rival outpost is there. And Dobrynya 4, large gas cloud. Okay, that's fine. We'll let you have this sector of space for now, till we splice your genes. Alright, let's go. You know, I play a lot of XCOM, so I'm not a big fan of gene splicers, to be honest with you. But now we're the XCOM aliens. We even kind of look like them. A little bit, like if you put those big... Oh, now look at them. Now they're back. And now they're... Alright, you guys. Now there's more of them. They're multiplying. There's 4 of them. There used to be only 3 of them. So maybe they were like planning a sneak attack and I just had some premonition to leave. I don't know. Alright, the turns move much quicker now. Okay, here we go. Quest complete Dust to Dust Part 1. Send a fleet to the quest marker. Okay, so that was another little minor quest that I found. So your fleet has its orders, of course, but you wonder if diverting your mission to seek out the source of this strange crystal-affecting field could prove profitable. With your scientists baffled, it's too good a chance to learn something potentially revolutionary. Even if it's out of the way, orbiting the asteroid field is a smart choice. And there's the timer, but we'll keep going a little bit. Using your crystal sample as a guide, you've led your fleet to a large barren planet apparently rich in minerals, but your scanners pick up no signs of life. Your team sets a temporary camp on the surface, taking opportunity to gather some potentially useful resources while a smaller group makes an exploratory sweep. So, we've got 30 Hyperium as a reward. Dust to Dust Part 2. After performing a brief survey, one of your geologists has come to you with an astonishing news. The planet is littered with thousands of small pockets of dust. Not dust in its natural form, but dust scattered in clumps and jagged patterns in a crystalline bedrock. Almost as if the planet had been violently struck by thousands of dust-bonded meteorites. That's interesting. She advises that it will take months of further study before the dust can be extracted in any useful form. So send an expedition indicated to the Curiosity. Reward 100 dust. All right. So there's just a ton to do in this system. So, all right. The Revealer needs to do his thing, but these weapons, they need to guard this system. Do they have scanners? Huh. They do have scanners, I guess. Well, that's good, because I got a lot of stuff to scan. Let's use the Revealer first. So I've got... are they the same question mark? No, there's two different question marks. So there's RIA 4 here. This is a quest marker. Expedition successful on RIA 4. Your analysis of life form was successful. Transvine resource deposit and +5 Transvine loot. Okay. Let's fire over here to RIA 1. Expedition successful. Your analysis of quest on planet RIA was successful. +30 titanium loot. Gotcha. There we go. New event. Breathe deep. Inhale. +2 vision range on fleet. On Garrison's second harmonious shoal for 10 turns. Alrighty. And quest complete. Dust to Dust Part 2. The dust... Your expedition has managed to extract a fair amount of dust from the landscape, along with a large number of lumpy crystalline geodes. But despite your early misgivings, you are no closer to answering the planet's mysteries than before. Okay. So send an expedition. Alright, so we achieved this objective, so we should get 100 dust. There we go. Started quest Dust to Dust Part 3. Uh-oh. What's this? Destroy those pirates. There's more pirates? As your ships ascend, kicking clouds of dirt up from the planet's surface, a small warning lamp illuminates the communication station in your control ship. Before you know it, you're receiving panic transmissions from the rest of your fleet. You are under attack. From rocks? Question mark, exclamation point. An explosion makes your ship lurch, snapping you out of confusion. There is no time for contemplation. The battle is in full swing. Alrighty. Battle of Rhea. So we have 2 weapons and a Revealer against a Prowler and an Accelerator. These are no jokes of a ship. The Accelerator has 104 defense. The Prowler's not that good, but Accelerator is a 2nd level ship. Alright. So we have choices here. We have an advanced button. Let's hit the advanced button. So that brings up our new stuff. So here's our flotilla. Revealer, weapon. So I could I put the revealer? No, I don't think I have flotilla researched just yet. But if I wanted to, I could research the ability to like just drag this guy over here and have a second flotilla. But that's not happening. Unless I can... No. So I could show my fleets available. That's all I got. Can I drag them this way? No. No. All right. I think I'm correct in thinking that I don't have the research for this. So now, here are my little cards that I get. You start out with 3 basic cards, and you can change them, I think, once every 10 turns. And you get more cards with more research, and you can do more things. So it's an interesting third mechanic, I guess, for battles. You know, you choose your range, you choose your flotillas, and you choose your cards. So I want to turtle up, plus 20 hull damage reduction, mostly against projectiles. Power to shields, plus 30 shield capacity, minus 10% damage. Or revive and rebuild, plus 10 dust gains for each ship lost. No, I think we will continue with the turtle action. We're only 62% short range. I don't want to go short range. So how do I make it not go short range? Okay, that's power to shields, I guess. 23% long range. No. So how do I change that? Is there anything I can do? Display this, because I'd like to just have this one fleet go short, and that seems, well, I didn't modify these ships at all. So they are what they are. I don't even know what these ships are good at. I don't know what kind of guns they got. I didn't update them at all. So obviously we're not a long-range fleet. I guess we're barely a short-range fleet. Probably a mid-range fleet, but that's still long-range. So there is no mid-range. I'm not finding a mid-range option. Can't move these guys over here. Can't move these guys over here. Settings. Sort your ship. Sort your ship to optimize range. Same amount in each. Display the stats about military power. Display stats about energy and projectile. Display stats about range efficiencies. Okay. So our looks like our weapons are decent at this range. These guys are not. What about long range? Looks like they're all... These things don't change when I change directions here. So I don't know what's happening. I guess I'll just stick with the turtle formation. Even though I'm not a real big fan of this, I'd rather go to power to shields. But for that, I'd need long-range weapons. So I'll rectify that in the coming months. But for now, let's just attack. Wasted enough time. So this is going to be a fairly long video, I guess. I'll do this battle and then end it there. Leave something for the next episode. But yeah, I've definitely got to get a handle on this battle situation, see what that's all about. So here's the Battle of Rhea. They've updated the cameras. They've updated some of the battle mechanics in terms of when and how your ships fire. So there we go. We're locking spoils in attack formation here. Here they come. There we go. We're firing our ventral cannons here. Is that really ventral? I don't think so. Let's see, dorsal is top, ventral bottom. What's sides? I don't recall. Flank? No, I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a long time since biology class. Dissecting fish and stuff, frogs. Anyway, the battle looks to be going pretty good. They're taking a lot of damage. You can see the prowler there. The accelerator there is taking a little over 170. Oh, there we go. That was a big hit. Let's see if we can go back and see. Yeah, the damage is fairly real time. Down to 362 health. How are our ships doing? The revealer's not looking so hot. Down to 63 health. The weapon's fine. 465. 470. Uh-oh, we lost a ship. We lost the revealer, of course. Ship I need to scan. Well, I guess I don't need to scan. These guys can scan, so I just build these guys. This is going to be a tough fight, though. Now they're focusing fire. Down to 318 health on my first weapon here. Oh, there he goes. Alright, so all they got left is the prowler. That should be easy to take care of. Bouncing off the armor there. I need to double check these guys and see what they're all about. I guess they're close range fighters, but I don't know. I guess not. They weren't, I don't know what they are, because they weren't good at long range. They weren't good at short range, and I don't really have a medium range option, so. We shall see, we shall see. Decisive victory. There he goes, blowing up in space. Now you can see their ships look pretty cool. They look like little sharks swimming through space there. So turtle versus shield wall. Plus 25% short range defense. Plus 20% hull damage reduction. So hopefully they were shooting projectiles and not energy weapons, but it's hard to tell. So there we go. Quest complete, Dust to Dust Part 3. The dust settles and your ship's limps smoking out of the atmosphere. During the battle, you caught a glimpse of one of the attacking ships, a ship made of bright blue crystal hidden beneath a layer of rock. Your thoughts flit to the first thing that comes to mind, an ancient race called the Harmony. They were supposedly wiped out centuries ago by a plague created by the Endless, but your historical knowledge is lacking. You make a mental note to read up more when you have time. That's a good idea. Always read if you can, if you have time. All right. So there we go. We've knocked out a couple of quests. We've knocked out a battle. Looks like we got more battles coming. These pirates just keep on coming. Those were new pirates. So, I mean, playing on hard difficulty, I guess. They give you a challenge, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. So we'll end it there. New Horatio update for Endless Space 2 beta. Check it out. See you later.